peace be upon you and all whom you love during these blessed nights and days. Thank you, friends of Turning Point, and of course my inspiration, Rubina Nayas, for welcoming me back. Okay. It is an honor to stand before you today to speak about my experience with Turning Point, the place where my real-world education began. It all started in 2008 when Turning Point had a presentation at my high school. The presentation was informative and inspirational, and so the summer before my senior year, I decided to become Turning Point's first youth intern. Before I began interning, I was a sheltered yet educated person. Even though I felt for those who had a different reality than me, I was never able to channel my emotions in a way that allowed me to take tangible actions and make a real difference. Despite going to an Islamic school, I was a floater of sorts, never really belonging to any particular group. As an introvert, I resolved to expressing myself through writing, but was never willing to share that work. My internship with Turning Point was a real turning point for me. I was able to connect with girls my age who shared their experiences, and in doing so, allowed me to open up a bit. Slowly, they drew me out of my shell, and by the time I finished my internship, I was confident enough to present one of my own poems at Turning Point's annual Ramadan Iftar. My internship not only helped me on a personal level, but it also exposed me to the realities of domestic violence. However, through doing outreach in the New York area, I felt as though I was a part of the solution, raising awareness and letting others know that there was a resource available for women who found themselves in this situation. It also helped me recognize the bravery, strength, and courage of our sisters like Sahar, who sought help and spoke about their reality. The simple truth is that seeking help did not make them victims, it made them survivors. Turning Point is the root of my activism. It's the first place where I felt like I belonged and could make a real difference. It ignited a dormant flame and desire to help others. And even now, when I am no longer really a youth member or intern, I feel the value of my involvement. Turning Point opened my eyes to the reality of abuse and social injustices. It taught me to become aware of issues surrounding our communities, be they issues of violence, racial profiling, or violations of our constitutional rights. It exposed me to those who were making a difference and addressing issues that concern the community. Interning with Turning Point is at the center of all that I am and have become involved with. It is through Turning Point that I first heard of Imam Khalid Latif and the Islamic Center at NYU, which has since become one of my homes away from home. There, I met a friend who introduced me to Cyrus McGoldrick and the New York chapter of the Council on American Islamic Relations, CARE, where I interned for 2 summers. And from there, my connections have just grown. I know that I am not the only person who Turning Point drew out of the shell and helped give confidence to. Some who were in the youth group with me went on to starting their own book club, working with Amnesty International, and of course, our brilliant youth started Arise New York, which addresses bullying through a series of workshops at schools and libraries. The impact of my internship did not last only for the time I was in the office. It snowballed into so much more. It allowed me to be educated on domestic violence to the point where I was asked to speak on the Take Back the Night event at my campus. I was able to take all that I learned and share it with my family. By doing so, they became aware of the resources available in the community, and my younger brothers participated in various Turning Point events. It really is each one, teach one. As I learn and grow, I know that I can make a difference. I have seen what can happen when one life is made better, when one person is able to be brought out of her shell. If I had remained the shy introvert who first started interning at Turning Point, I most definitely would not be standing here. But it also means that I would not have been able to leave any impact that I have. Now, as I continue my academic education, getting my master's in public administration, inshallah, I have a vision in mind, and I know that I have a space that will support me in my endeavors. Turning Point has been a constant in my life ever since 2008, and I know that For many of its clients, just like in mine, it is a true blessing. It started off as one, but the impact has touched the lives of many. As I move forward, I realize that my work has just begun. However, it is not about shifting the world overnight. It is about making incremental changes, leaving an impact through one internship, touching the life of one person, getting one person to vote. Ask me what I learned from Turning Point, and I will tell you that my internship taught me the power of one and just how far one can go. Thank you.